Hello everyone, welcome to our Maths 103 class. So here is just a preview of what we'll be talking about. So actually, according to the Maths 103, we have two things here. We have the differentiation and we also have the what? The integration. And the integration. These are the two main core subjects we have in these Maths 103. So according to this differentiation, you will have the product rule, you have the quotient rule, you have the chain rule, which is also called what? Function of function. So here we will also talk about the higher derivative. Generally what? The partial derivative. Actually, so for this product rule, you have to know the formula for product rule, which is what? U dv dx plus v du over what? Dx. You have to know this for the quotient rule, which is what? V du dx. Actually, v start here, as you can see here, v start, but here in the product rule, u must start. Here in the quotient rule, the v must start, du over what? Dx minus what? U dv over what? Dx all over v square. We're talking about the chain rule. The chain rule has its own formula from the y over the x equals to what? The y over the u multiplied by what? The u over the x. This is actually what? The chain rule. Now talking about the higher derivative here, in higher derivative you will have, let's say, this square y over what? The x square. Now we have some certain condition in which if you see an equation, you have to use product rule. If you see another, you have to use quotient, chain, higher derivative. What are the situations? Now for you to use the product rule, you must have two variables what? Multiplying each other. Let's say you given something around like this, let's say x cube plus 5x, then 3x squared plus what? Plus 2. Let's say this is y. As you can see, this is multiplying this, so you have to use what? The product rule here. If you have two things multiplying themselves here, you have to go for the what? For the product rule. Now for the quotient rule, it must be what? Division. Let's say you have your what? This x cube plus 5x divided by 3x squared plus what? Plus 2. This is division, so this you have to use your what? Quotient rule here. So when you're talking about the chain rule, it always comes in what? One entity. Let's say your y equals to what? U cube plus what? 3, or you have your u equals to what? 2x plus what? 3. As you can see, this is one entity, so you have to use your what? The chain rule or function of a what? Of a function. So you have to know all these here in the differentiation as to pass your Maths 103 well. So talking about the integration path, there are some things you also have to know in integration, like how to integrate, which we already cover our video. So now talking about this differentiation, we have two ways in which you can differentiate. First is the shorter method, while the second is the what? Is the longer version of the differentiation. The version, let's say you're given 2x squared, y equals to what? 2x squared. Now the y over dx equals to what? 4x cubed. How? You have to multiply these two by these two, which will give you a what? 4. Then you minus 1 from the what? From this, which will give you a what? 3. Let's say, which will give you a what? 1 here, because 2 minus 1 is what? 1 here. As you can see, 2 times 2, which will give you a what? 4 minus 1, 4x, which is also equals to what? 4x. So to go for the longer version, it's quite long, so I actually prefer this what? Shorter method, because it's very fast and it's okay to use as a student. So this is just a preview of what we are going to be doing. Thank you. Please make sure you subscribe to our video, because so many past Q solved, which we're going to solve, and so many areas we're going to cover will be released. You can comment in whichever subject you are having hard time with, so we can solve it. Thank you very much. Have a good day.